What's going on, guys? My name is PS Archer, and today I'm going to be telling you guys how you can get the digital copy of Advanced Warfare on the PlayStation 4 to unlock a couple of hours early. So for those of you guys who have school on Monday or can't stay up late till midnight to play it or whatever, you're going to be able to play it as early as Sunday morning, which is extremely exciting. I can't wait to let you guys know about this. So anyway, here we go. First off, if you check out this picture on the screen, this is going to be like a picture walkthrough type of thing, you can see that I've got 1 day, 12 hours, 37 minutes, and 21 seconds remaining until Advanced Warfare is unlocked. Now, we want to fix that. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to log out of PS4, and then you're going to want to go to, once that menu pops up, like the one that you're seeing on screen, you're going to want to go to create new user, and then it says, do you want to sign up for PSN? Yes, you do. And then you want to create a new PlayStation Network account instead of logging in. So then next up, it's going to ask you what your country/region is. You're going to want to change it from the United States or whichever location you are located in. You're going to want to switch it to Australia. So anyway, answer like everything else down below. I think it asks for your birthday or something in your language or whatever. So you're going to want to set the language to English because I think that's the language that's spoken in Australia. And then you're going to want to set your birthday in, or like a fake birthday that's older than 18 years old, in case it locks you out of the game, playing the game for whatever reason, since it's an 18 plus game. So anyway, next up, you're going to want to enter the city as Sydney, and then the state/province is going to be New South Wales, and the postal code for Sydney is 2000, so that's 2000. So anyway, next up, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create a new email or use an email that you don't use. So as you can see here, I created a new email, archerdownunder@gmail.com. Email it, whatever, I don't care. I'm probably not going to answer it because that's my spam mail account. So go out, create a new email, or use an email that you don't really use, or an email that isn't linked to your current PSN account, and go ahead and use that as your email. This email does not have to be linked to the country of Australia. It could be a United States email address, it could be a Great Britain email address. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be linked to the Australia. Next up, you're going to put in your password, and then don't check the boxes if you don't want spam, and then you click next. Next up, you're going to want to create your new online ID. As you can see, mine is Archer Australia, so if you guys want to play early with me, then definitely friend that. First name, last name, I just put in random stuff. That's how I classify like the user accounts on my PS4, since they go by first and last name now. Next up, you're going to want to check your email. As you can see, I got an email from the Sony Entertainment Network about an account registration confirmation. So you're going to want to go ahead and click on that, and then click verify now, and this should come up. Thank you. You have successfully verified your email address as archerdownunder@gmail.com. Sweet. So anyway, next up on your PS4, you're going to see the screen, and you're going to want to click already verified. And then next up, it's going to ask you to join PlayStation Plus. And if you already have PlayStation Plus on a different account on your PS4, and that account has the PS4 activated as its primary PS4, all the other user accounts on your PlayStation 4 are going to have PlayStation Plus, so you don't really need to bother with that, especially since we're only going to be using this account for about a day or so until it actually launches in the United States or in Great Britain. You can use your regular account. So you're just going to want to go ahead and skip that. And then when it asks you to activate as your primary PS4, just go ahead and do that. And then you will be welcomed into PlayStation 4 as Early Advanced Warfare, or whatever you choose to name your thing. Excuse me. You want to hit OK, and then as you guys can see, if you scroll over to the Advanced Warfare thing and give it a second to update, it will say that you have 21 hours, 29 minutes, and 42 seconds. Probably at the time of this going up, though, it's going to be much less than that. So anyway, and that is without the time zone being switched on your PlayStation 4. So I'm going to get into like whether or not this is going to work in a minute. But anyway, next up, as a precaution, so that way everything's on the same page, you're going to want to go into your settings. Then you're going to want to go down to date and time. Then from there, you're going to want to go to UTC +10 Sydney and select that as your time zone. From there, you're going to click on date and time settings. From there, you're going to want to click set using the internet, and it's going to set up using the internet after you click set now. And then yeah, from there, after that, you should see like go back and make sure that it's still at whatever time it was, the countdown clock. And then you're going to want to go ahead and log out of your PlayStation 4, and then log back into the original account that you bought the game on, and watch it update back up. Watch the clock count back up to 1 day, 12 hours, 27 minutes in this case, since it took me 10 minutes to do this. And yeah, that will just show you like the time differential, and if you went back into your Australia account, you would see that the time is back at, I think it was 21 hours remaining. So yeah, so that's how basically in theory this should work. So I think we're tricking the system here. Excuse me. Yeah, so as I was saying, I think we're tricking the system here. Reason I don't think it's going to work, though, is that some people are trying something similar to this on the Xbox One, and it didn't work, where they, like, changed their region to New Zealand in order to play Destiny early, and it didn't really work out for them. I haven't seen that much of, like, people trying to do this, use this exploit, I guess you could call it, on the PlayStation 4, so that's why I wanted to bring it to you guys' attention. I'd say it's about a 40% chance of it working, 60% chance of it not working. Reason being, I'm going to start off with a 60% chance of it not working, is that I think it unlocks based on which store you bought it from. So if you bought the Advanced Warfare from the United States PlayStation Store, it's not going to unlock until that PlayStation Store tells it to unlock. But the flip side of that is, if it is all based off of what store you bought it from, then why, when I logged into my Australia account, it didn't say 1 day, 12 hours, and 27 minutes remaining? I don't understand. Like, if the Australia account should have been able to look at the game and say, oh, this was bought from the US, so therefore this is when it's going to unlock, instead of change it to its own region time. So I think that this is the way it's going to work. The way it works is the PlayStation Store is irrelevant. It's based on where your account is located. Because if you guys didn't know, you can't, unlike Xbox, you can't switch your region on PlayStation willy-nilly whenever you want. Once you set a region for a PlayStation Network account, it stays forever. So it would really stink. So if I move from the United States to Canada and I needed a new Canadian PSN account, I would have to go ahead and create a new Canadian PSN account. I could not change my current PSN account to the Canada region. So that's why I think this is going to work, because I don't think Sony's looking at it saying, yeah, they're probably not going to open up a brand new account just to play Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So yeah, so on it, whereas on Xbox you could change your region 17 million times from tomorrow. You can change it as much as you like, whereas on PlayStation you got to open up a new account. So what I think is PlayStation is doing is that they are region locking the game to like specific accounts, if that makes any sense. So like once it turns midnight in Australia, you'll be able to play it from your Australian account, even though the game is downloaded from the United States PlayStation Store. And just that, I'm going off that because of the time. Like if it was store specific, then the time shouldn't have changed between the Advanced Warfare that was downloaded from the US store on the Australian account versus the US store on the US account. But yeah, so anyway, that's why I think it's gonna work. As I said before, I think the game is region locked, so it'll only play for people in Australia once it's it's midnight in Australia, and it won't work for people in the US or people who hold US PlayStation Network accounts until it turns midnight on the eastern coast of the United States. So anyway, guys, thank you so very much for watching this tutorial. Truly do appreciate it. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully we can be playing Advanced Warfare tomorrow, and I'll catch you all later. See ya.